You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Monday the 21st of July, 2025. It is 31 days after the summer solstice. It is 63 days before the fall equinox. This week is Shark Week on television. It's the 37th annual Shark Week. By the French Republican calendar, it is the third day of Thermidor, the day of the melon, the melon. The sun rises today at 5:43 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1:02 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:21 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:53 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 9:33 p.m. The length of daytime today is 1 minute, 38 seconds, shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 12% full at midday. The new moon will arrive on Thursday, the 24th of July. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 1:35 a.m., 12 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 7:51 a.m., 1 meter 31. In the afternoon, low tide, 1:34 p.m., 21 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 8:13 p.m., 1 meter 71. This is the Monday Reservoir Report for New York City. The Delaware watershed, Cannonsville, 94% full. Papacton, 94%. Neversink, 98%. Rondout, 95%. The Catskill watershed, Schoharie, 78%. Ashokan, 95%. The Croton system, 100% full. In our shared realm of plants and animals, on a bench in the park, a sudden darting movement in the grass catches one's attention. A tiny mouse has darted out from the stone wall behind the bench and is scouting the ground for morsels to eat. Sit very still, and another one appears, and then another. At your slightest movement they scurry so fast back to their hole. They wait, then reemerge. Baby rats? No, their ears are too large and their snouts too delicately pointed. It is the house mouse, Mus musculus. They have chosen well. How many people have eaten their lunch right here, leaving a feast of tiny bits of discarded food? Commemorations. On this day in the year 356 BCE, a fire destroyed the temple of Artemis in Ephesus, in what is now western Turkey. It was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, recorded in the earliest list from antiquity by the Greek poet Antipater of Sidon. The temple was built by Croesus, king of Lydia, and was of massive proportions, as long as a football pitch. It was filled with famed works of art. Apparently the fire was an act of arson by a certain Herostratus, whose motive was to achieve fame. What he got instead was the death penalty. Because the fire coincided with the time of Alexander the Great's birth, the Roman historian Plutarch remarked that the goddess Artemis was too preoccupied with Alexander's delivery to save her own burning temple. On this day in 1645, the regent Dorgan of the emerging Qing dynasty in China decreed that all Han Chinese men wear their hair in the fashion of their new Manchu overlords. The front of the head was to be shaved, and the hair in the back gathered into a long, thin braid. Those who did not comply faced the death penalty. This would be the standard hairstyle for Chinese men for the next 250 years, only ending with the fall of the Qing at the beginning of the 20th century. On this day in 1970, the Aswan High Dam in Egypt was completed. It was one of the signature achievements of Gamal Abdel Nasser's push to modernize Egypt. The huge dam impounds about 2 years' worth of Nile water, and assures not just a steady, regular flow of water through the year, extending the growing seasons significantly, but also produces hydroelectric power. It came with a cost. The region of Nubia south of the dam was inundated. and while many archaeological structures were saved, many were drowned in the new massive Lake Nasser. Perhaps most disturbingly, it interrupted the natural annual flood cycle, which had replenished the soils on the banks of the river for millennia with fertile silt from the south. So while farmers could grow more crops, they had to turn to chemical fertilizers, with severe repercussions to the ecosystem. The implications of progress. Discuss. Today we remember Robin Williams, born on this day in 1951. He was an actor and comedian of such achievement, we will leave you with just one of his sayings. He said this: "You see, the problem is that God gives men a brain and a penis, and only enough blood to run one at a time." And that is the Observatory, Monday the 21st of July, 2025.